How many times have you waited for motivation to strike and inspire you before starting something, only to end up maybe procrastinating or productively procrastinating and doing other stuff that you probably shouldn't have been doing? You're not alone. It happens. Let's talk about this and what we can do instead to make sure that we're getting the things done that we want to get done. I'm Adam with the Productivity Academy, and let's talk about this a little bit more about motivation and getting things done. Motivation can feel great, right? You know that feeling when you're just like, yes, I'm ready to go. I want to get this done. But it depends on things: mood, sleep, energy. A lot of external factors can influence this. And if your whole system is relying on motivation, then you've got, a really shaky foundation. And a good example of this, the classic example, is New Year's resolutions. So January 1st, you might be super motivated to get out the door, go for a run, go to the gym. But what happens on January 16th, right? It's been over 2 weeks. Are you still as motivated? What do you have in place to help you go besides your motivation as that starts to wane? If you don't have a system or a process in place, you're definitely going to be in trouble. So we can take an idea from personal productivity and apply this even with the exercise example. And instead of talking about motivation, we'll talk about momentum, which can be another word for process. So small, consistent actions that kind of build movement. And so for the exercise example, let's talk about lacing up your shoes for a walk. That is something you need to do in order to go for that run. Also, it might be easier if your workout clothes are out the night before, or it might be easier if your shoes are right there and unlaced and ready for you to step into and, lace them up and get going. Maybe it's having a water bottle ready. At the end of the day, you prepare that, and that becomes part of your end of day kind of thing. Okay. A lot of times these don't have to be super complicated. It can be just building that one step and making yourself build that habit. And if you can then habit stack onto something else and add on, this can be really effective. So let's say you're just having a hard time planning your day on a regular basis, listing out tasks, prioritizing them as just a first step to having kind of a morning routine. Well, if you're drinking coffee on a regular basis, perhaps that could be the time you tell yourself, I'm just going to write down one thing I need to get done. And then if you get to that and you have the motivation or you feel like it, hey, go ahead and write out the other things that are maybe on your mind, or take a minute and think about it and write those down, and then go on from there, and you can prioritize them. But if you don't have the motivation, if the momentum fails for you, you at least have done that one thing and you're taking a step in the right direction, which is really important. Over time, you build on that. Right? The goal isn't to just write one thing down. It's to improve over time, but you're not going to be able to do it all at once. So build that system over time. So don't wait for motivation. Build the momentum, build the process over time. Remind yourself it's okay to start small and build on that over time. It's what you can do all the time, show up for, get done, and then you add on to that, because now you'll have that habit. Going back to that morning planning idea of, well, if you get in the habit of writing down the things you need to get done, you can add on to that because you're already doing that, et cetera, et cetera. And over time, you'll grow that into a really productive habit. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, leave it below and I'll get back to you.